Allan Peachey.
Mr Speaker, my question to the Minister for Tertiary Education. What actions has the government taken to increase student places at universities?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, I'm pleased to report to the House the government will invest a further $55 million to fund almost 3,000 more university undergraduate places over the next 2 years in response to high demand for undergraduate places. This increase in places will help the wider economy as we ramp up the number of graduates, which we are doing over time and expecting at least 20% more graduates in 2013 than in recent times. The number of full-time places funded in universities next year will be the highest ever at about 119,000. This is over 7,000 more than 3 years ago and all achieved within existing appropriations.
Allan Peachey.
Speaker, how does this increase fit into the wider value for money push in tertiary spending?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, the extra funding comes from changes announced last week to lift the performance and accountability of the industry training sector, as well as reprioritise underspending in that area. This shift in funding is part of the government's push to get higher productivity out of the $4 billion we spend annually on tertiary education. It also reflects the nature of the economic cycle. As New Zealand recovers from recession, there remains strong demand for full-time training places and currently less demand for industry-based training.
Grant Robertson.
Can the Minister confirm that the funding cut from industry training would have supported 55,000 industry trainees, and is robbing Peter to pay Paul the best it gets from this national government?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Well, Mr Speaker, I can confirm a number of things about the industry training budget, include the fact that it's nearly trebled over the last 10 years. And as a result, the Tertiary Education Commission has gone through and done exactly the right thing and looked for value for money in that appropriation and made some changes to operational policies that will maximise the number of credits achieved in industry training. I struggle with the member's concept because what he seems to be saying is you should never shift any appropriations from one thing to another and you should just blindly keep spending, which I struggle with hugely.
Question number 4, Dr Russell Norman.